luck you. You're great.
Sorry. What a day, huh? I'm going back to college. All I ever wanted to do was fly, leave this world, live in the sky. I left the C-130 out of Fort Worth town. I'll go up some days, I don't wanna come down. Fly that plane, call the angel flight. Oh, come on, brother, you're with me tonight. Between heaven and earth, you're never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, taking you home. I love my family and I love this land. Tonight this flight's for another man. We do what we do because we hear the call. Some give a little, he gave all. Fly that plane, call the angel flight. Come on, brother, you're with me tonight. Between heaven and earth, you're never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, taking you home. Come on, brother, taking you home. So have you ever been given a gift? Before you got that gift, you couldn't figure out why you have it. And even when you've got the gift, before you unwrap it, you're trying to figure out what it is. You can't figure out. I mean, you remember being 7 years old and trying to figure out what your birthday present was? And once you do unwrap that present, you realize you can't give it back. Kind of like that duck tray you got for your first wedding. But you also realize that nothing will ever be the same. This song was like that. So I'm a songwriter. That's what I do. I chase songs. The way this song came about, I was asked to do this concert at Landstuhl Air Base in Germany. So if you can imagine a cafeteria underneath a hospital, 60 guys, they just come out of Iraq. One end of the room, there's a table with every imaginable thing you could ever want on a sandwich. The other end of the room is me, singing my little songs. It didn't go well. They were talking, they weren't clapping along, they weren't, paying any attention to me. It was bad. I mean, at one point in the song, it's like I ended a song and I heard this, and it was just some guy hitting on the mustard, So. I was thinking, I don't know if I like these guys. I don't think they like me either. I got nothing in common with them, they have nothing in common with me. So I finished my songs, I'm wrapping up my stuff, and this big guy walks up to me, big Marine. He goes, "That's a nice guitar you got there. And a Collings guitar. Is this guitar playing here? And I go, yeah, it's a Collings. And he goes, wow, I haven't played one of those in about 5 years. And I said, well, here, play this one. And I'm thinking, if he plays my guitar, I can get my stuff wrapped up and get out of there even faster. But he proceeded to just rip on my guitar, just all over it. And everybody got really quiet, which was kind of hurtful. Handed my guitar back to me. He goes, that's a nice guitar. I said, thanks, man. So how do you know about Collings guitars? Because they're kind of guitar snob guitars. And how does the guy in uniform know about a Collings guitar, you know? And he goes, oh, my brother-in-law plays them. I said, oh, yeah, is your brother-in-law a musician? He goes, yeah. So what kind of music does he play? He said he's in a Cajun band. I'm thinking, these guitars are kind of expensive, and thankfully, there's not too many successful Cajun bands out there. That's a joke. I go, oh, yeah? What's the name of the band? He goes, it's Beau Soleil. I was like, really? Beau Soleil? Is your brother-in-law David? And he goes, yeah. I said, I did gigs with David like maybe 20 years ago. I'd opened up for those guys. It's really weird. Because I was thinking I didn't have anything in common with anybody in this room. I know your brother-in-law. I said, are you from South Louisiana like those guys? And he goes, well, I'm from Louisiana, but I'm from Monroe. I said, Monroe, Louisiana. Wow. When I was a kid, one of the first places I ever went and played on the road was in Monroe. I used to play at this club, and he goes, Enox. And I said, yeah, Enox. I said, wow, do you know the guy that ran it? He goes, Doyle. I said, yeah, you know Doyle? He goes, yeah, Doyle was the best man at my wedding. Now, being a songwriter, I'm thinking, there's a song here somewhere. I want it. So this guy's name was Fred Kale. Fred and I stood around talking for a couple of hours about songs and songwriting, and writing songs with soldiers. I'd never really talked to a guy who was a soldier before. I never had a long talk with him. We were talking about maybe I could go write songs with Fred, and maybe I could go to Iraq and write songs. So we hatched this idea. I was going to go to Iraq and write songs. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to get to Iraq during a war. It's really complicated, and it didn't work. 6 months we tried this. But I wanted the song, man. So finally, Fred emails me. He goes, I want you to meet these friends of mine. They're in the Texas National Guard. And I went, okay, that's pretty weird. So I had, whatever. And so I had lunch with the head of the Texas National Guard and 5 of his assistants. And, so you can imagine me and 5 guys in uniform. It's not a good day usually, So we're sitting there, and I was sitting there going, this is a dumb idea, man. I got nothing in common with these guys. They got nothing in common with me. A lull in the conversation, I said, one of my best buddies from high school, he's in the Texas Guard. And they said, oh, what's his name? And I said, well, what's there, like 60,000 people in the Guard? I doubt you know him. They said, no, man, what's his name? I said, his name's Bo Kenyon. And they all went, you know Bo? And I said, no, man, do you know Bo? And the head of the Guard goes, Bo flies my helicopter. And I'm thinking, whoa, I wouldn't let that guy drive a lawnmower, man. Whatever. It's your call, dude. But then I knew there was a song here. Something going on here. But I couldn't find the song. So I kept having meetings with the Texas National Guard. I'd go up to the base once a month. 3 months I did this, just looking, figuring out something. Finally, at one of these meetings, one of them said the word angel flight. I said, ooh, song title. Thank you. What's an angel flight? He said angel flight is when a soldier dies, they fly his body home. And I went, there's our song. Cockpit's quiet, the stars are bright. It feels kind of like church in here tonight. It don't matter where we touch down on the angel flight at sacred ground. Fly that plane call the angel flight. I got a hero riding with us tonight. Between heaven and earth, you're never alone. On the angel flight, come on, brother, taking you home. 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 So I wrote this song with my friend Radney Foster, good Texas singer-songwriter. And what happened was Radney put it on his record and he made a video, and the video went viral, and pretty soon there's like 2 million people hit on it, you know, and we started getting emails and phone calls from all over the world. People had seen this song and heard it, and now it is 3 years later, and I've got this project called Songwriting with Soldiers, where we do retreats and we put professional songwriters together with soldiers, and we write songs about combat coming home. It's the most amazing, incredible, bizarre, deep work I've ever done. Sometimes I'm sitting across the table and I'm looking at this soldier, and I go, how did I get here? This is weird because, you know, man, I just wanted to be a rock star. I started writing songs when I was 10 years old, and from the time I was 14, it's like, I want to be a rock star, you know? And I did okay, you know, I had a record deal, and I had some hits, you know, it was more like love taps, but anyway. And got videos, you know, and I was on the Tonight Show a couple times, and heard my song at Home Depot, and, you know. It was all right, you know, but it all fell apart. It all fell apart. It kind of ends, you know, that sort of track ends, and all fell apart. It got pretty dark, you know, I didn't have any money, and I wasn't on the rock star track anymore. It got weird. And I was thinking, like, what does this mean? You know, what do I do? And what does it mean about me that I'm not on the rock star track anymore? And what am I going to do with this songwriting thing? It's like, and around that time I remembered something that my dad used to always tell me when we had the big talk about what are you going to do when you grow up, you know? We all have that talk. His thing was, well, figure out what you'd do if you didn't have to work. What would you do? And figure out how to get paid to do it. That's pretty good, huh? So I like that. So I was thinking, you know, I should talk to kids about this. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good idea, you know. So I started this program called the Be an Artist program, where I go around to schools and I talk about art and seeing yourself as an artist, and write songs with them. And the philosophy behind the Be an Artist program is that artistic thinking comes from attention, intention, doing what you love. Intention, attention, and doing what you love. So I went to schools. I went to all over the country and Europe, and hanging out and writing songs with kids, and I just had a blast. And one time I was sitting in front of these fifth graders, and that philosophy, attention, intention, doing what you love, it was like it just went bam right in front of my face, and I was going, where's my attention? What's my intention? And what do I love? Because the fact is, my attention was, I was putting a lot of effort into this songwriting program. I was still making records and doing gigs and all that stuff, you know? And my intention was like to do them both, because I loved them both. I got just as much fun from writing a song with a bunch of fifth graders and hanging out with them as I did like trying to get a gig in London. So what does that say about me? And that's when it got freaky. I got really dark, because, you know, fifth graders aren't really very rock and roll. It's not glamorous. You know, when I talk to people in the record business, the music business, eventually I tell them, they say, what are you doing? I tell them, eventually there would become this slight tone of pity. Like, it's too bad you didn't make it. Make it. Well, I was scared. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared, and it's like what we're scared of is ourselves. The whole thing. Not just this one little track of being a rock star or whatever you tell yourself you are. When I got past that, that's when things got good. When I realized the whole thing, I could do all this stuff, you know. As soon as I stopped limiting it, then it got interesting. And then I found that I could use this gift, this present that I was unwrapping for something bigger than myself. Give you an example of that. I wrote this song at a Songwriting with Soldiers retreat. The two women, Tamara Dillard and Kelly Miller, soldiers. Tamara came to the retreat to write songs. Kelly came to help Tamara because Tamara joined the Army so she could get an operation. And when they were in the middle of that operation, they discovered she had cancer. So she spent the next 5 years getting surgeries. And so I heard Tamara's story, and I was like, wow, you're with me, and we're writing a song about that. And then I heard Kelly's story, that she was just there to help. I went, you're coming with me too. So these are their words. I'm just a songwriter. I have been in battle, and I have struggled all my life, and I've been broken, I've been made whole, and in my darkness I saw the light. You can't break me now, you can't shake me now, but you can take me now. I'm not afraid. It's like I've been born again after where I've been. Yeah, nothing can break me now. And I've seen people hurt each other. I guess we've all got hurt inside. I believe there must be some reason from this darkness we all shall rise. You can't break me now, you can't shake me now, but you can take me. I am not afraid. It's like I've been born again after where I've been. Yeah, nothing can break me now. I don't know where it comes from. I've always been this way. Where others might fall, I stand tall. Every day you can't break me now, you can't shake me now, but you can take me, 'cause I am not afraid. Like I've been born again, stronger than I've ever been. Nothing can break me now. Yeah, nothing can break me now. So open up. Unwrap the present. Give of all of yourself. And when you do that, you can change the world.